Well, here comes the low. I feel like freaking shit tonight. And I don't know why. I had a good day at work. I was relatively fine for most of the night. And now I want to kill myself. And I don't know why. I have no reason to want to kill myself. And yet, the thought is still in my head. It's like it's swimming around in my head, just going, just kill yourself, Maybe it's because I was talking to Mum and Dad about carbon monoxide poisoning. It was shown on a TV show and I wasn't 100% sure how it worked. So I asked and they told me, and I guess maybe it seems like a nice way to go. Just fall asleep. If I could choose how I'd die, that would definitely be the way. Just die in my sleep. You know, there's a lot of celebrities or people that have been in the media that have died lately, and you know, you look at some of them that are in their 20s or 30s and you go, they haven't even lived yet, and then you look at others that are in their 80s and 90s reaching almost 100 and you go, wow, they had a long life. And I'm friggin' terrified of having a long life. I can't imagine still being around in, how old am I, 20, so 80 years time, living to 100. I can't imagine. I don't want to imagine that. That scares me. I don't want to live to be 100. That means 80 more years of having to put up with this bullshit. And I was talking to Mum, I think it was yesterday, about not wanting, at this point in my life, not believing that I'm going to have children, that I want to have children. And I think that one of the reasons I don't want to have children is I'm terrified of them having mental health problems like me. And I'm terrified if I ever get bad enough that I kill myself. And there's a ghost in the house, that's great. Yeah, just, I don't ever want to do that. One of the reasons that I don't like the idea of killing myself is I don't want to hurt anyone when I do it. If there was a way for me to just kind of like disappear out of everyone's lives and not leave any footprint behind, like I never existed, then I'd do it, because my intention is not to be mourned. My intention is not to be cried over. My intention is to just be gone and for no one to care, so that I don't feel bad for staying behind. And I don't want to have a child. And this is going to sound very selfish. I don't want to have a child and basically sign an unwritten contract that I have to stick around for them for the rest of my life until I naturally die. And that's very selfish, and I recognise that. And I guess that's another reason, and I've said this before, fuck, I'm ugly. I've said this before, that I'm very scared of when Mum and Dad die. Because at the moment, that's what I'm living for. And if they're gone, I don't know what I'll do. It was on the news this afternoon, Kobe Bryant's passed away, and so did his daughter. And his wife, I believe, said something along the lines of, God took both of them because he knew that they couldn't live without each other. And that's how I feel about my parents. I feel that I can't live without them. I always wonder what would have happened if Dad had died in 2014. I don't think I'd be alive. And that's very selfish, and I hate to think of putting my mum through that. I hate to think of the pain I would cause her. Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt her. But I don't think I can live without either of them, and I don't know what will happen when one of them dies, and I'm very scared of what will happen when both of them die. And it's so selfish of me because I live a really good life. I mean, I'm back in a job that I'm loving. I love this job so much. I have a supportive family, I have good friends, I have enough food, and I'm never worried about where my next meal will come from, and yet I want to kill myself, and that's so freaking selfish. How dare I? How dare I want to kill myself when there are people out there who are going through so much worse, and they just get through every single day without having these thoughts and feelings. They would give anything to be in my position. And yet, no, it's not good enough for me because I'm a selfish cow. And I just don't know what to do. I'm not going to kill myself. I know I'm not. Even though the thought's in my head, I'm not going to act on it. I don't want to act on it. But it's still there. And it's at night that it gets the worst. It's just like when I'm lying, trying to go to sleep, it's just there, just going, just kill yourself. Just do it. This is how you do it. And it's almost like listing a step-by-step process of what I would do, you know. I would write letters to my family. I'd probably make a video like this. Well, not like this because I'm not doing anything tonight. And, you know, I've always thought about the different ways, you know. Car crash, no, because that could hurt someone else and it may not work. It may just leave me paraplegic, which would be worse. Pills, well, again, that may not work. It may just leave me really messed up. I don't want to get anyone else involved in my suicide, so I don't want to jump in front of a train or jump in front of a car, because then they would always, or I don't know for a fact if they'd feel guilty, but I'd be worried about them feeling guilty. Alright, jump off a cliff, no, because I wouldn't be able to bring myself to jump. Slit your wrists, well, that's quite a good probability, but I don't like pain, like... Even, I've got tattoos, but sometimes I picture slitting my wrists open, and the idea, like right now, like I can kind of feel my body tensing a little bit because I don't like the idea of it. I don't like the idea of slitting my wrists. And then when I found out how carbon monoxide poisoning works tonight, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good way to go. You just fall asleep. But I also couldn't leave my dog. Sorry, I've got Oscar here. And then Bibu's asleep over there. I can't leave them. I mean, they'll never get let back inside. I'm the reason they can come inside over night time. So what would happen if I left them? Hey? What would happen if I left you, huh? What's gonna happen when you leave me? Yeah, this is what it looks like when I'm a mess. Oh, he's such a cutie. I just cry for no reason. I'm a big crybaby, as you can probably tell. But yeah, I'm not gonna do anything tonight. there's a really fine line between thoughts of killing myself and acting of thoughts of wanting to kill myself. And right now they're just thoughts. I know I'm not gonna do anything. It becomes even scarier when I'm not sure if I'm not gonna act on them. So yeah, I'll get through this. I always do. You know, the saying is you've gone through 100% of your worst days and you're still here. So I just gotta keep powering on, and you know, it just might be a small thing that I go through tonight. I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave this one here.